Shout out to you, Caitlin. It's been amazing to watch you hoop day in and day out.
And now, when I watch her, two things I like. She's playing much faster.
I think she's so great for the game.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark?
Down the road, she's going to only get better.
But she's not the best at this time.
Well, she's doing stuff we've never seen before.
Caitlin still has to play great to become the best WNBA player.
Yeah, he had a great run, and it's fun to watch.
Caitlin Clark is completely flipping the basketball story on its head. Her jaw-dropping performances and fearless style have locked in fans, analysts, and even NBA legends who almost never pay attention to the WNBA. It is rare to see one player pull this level of respect and controversy at the same time, especially from the biggest names the sport has ever produced. From her record-breaking numbers to the way she stretches defenses every night, Caitlin is pushing women's basketball into a new era. Her rise has not been smooth, though. Doubters questioned her game, and some voices tried to downplay her impact. Still, the noise got so loud that two all-time legends, Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, felt the need to speak up. What followed shifted the entire conversation around Caitlin Clark. With all the attention swirling, Michael Jordan stepped in and shared his perspective, and it hit hard. The league, in many ways, owes Caitlin for the spotlight and growth she has brought to the game, and that message landed across the basketball world. Jordan went further by pointing out serious problems with officiating, making it clear that Caitlin has not always been treated fairly on the court. His stance added real pressure on the league to take accountability and protect its top talent instead of brushing concerns aside. When the greatest player ever steps in to back someone, it sends a message. Jordan made it clear that Caitlin Clark is not just popular, she is changing the game. Allen Iverson, another icon who once reshaped the NBA, mirrors that same disruptive energy Caitlin is bringing to the WNBA right now. Both players became household names during their college runs, stepping into the pros with massive pressure and unreal expectations. Neither Allen Iverson nor Caitlin Clark relied on overpowering size or strength. Instead, they earned respect through pure skill, toughness, and refusal to back down. Iverson stunned crowds with his deadly crossover, freezing defenders and forcing the NBA to rethink how face-up guards attacked, a style pulled straight from street basketball culture. In a similar way, Caitlin Clark has grown into a blueprint for young girls everywhere who want to play bold, confident basketball. Her fearless approach and sharp basketball IQ separate her from the pack. Iverson sees it clearly and understands what makes her different, recognizing that some players simply bend the game in ways others cannot. Allen Iverson knows exactly what it means to be the heartbeat of an offense. During his prime, everything ran through him, just like it does with Clark right now. He sees the same scorer's mentality in her, the constant pressure, the non-stop aggression, and the willingness to take responsibility when the moment gets heavy. That edge is required when a team depends on one player to create offense night after night. Iverson also pointed out the trait that separates stars from all-time greats, elite playmaking. Even as one of the youngest players on her roster, Clark shows a natural ability to lift her teammates through vision, timing, and unselfish decision-making. Players like Clark and Iverson are floor raisers, the type who make everyone around them better simply by being on the court. Iverson once carried a limited supporting cast all the way to the NBA Finals, relying on his ability to score whenever needed. With experience and growth, he believes Caitlin Clark will keep evolving both her game and her leadership. The belief is that her ceiling is still far off and her strongest years are ahead.
And shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? And then just how aggressive she is, you know, and not just scoring the basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching her, and I just think down the road, she's going to only get better.
Now the spotlight shifts to the Indiana Fever. The real question is whether they can build the right roster around their young star to unlock that next level of success. Iverson has done it before. Another legend watching closely is Charles Barkley, whose long career and decades in sports media have made him one of the loudest and most influential voices observing Caitlin Clark's rise. Charles Barkley brings a different angle to the conversation, shaped by years in the spotlight and plenty of experience handling pressure. His playing career came with its own highs and controversies, and his time in sports media has sharpened how he breaks things down for fans. Barkley has shown real respect for the way Caitlin Clark carries herself, not just during games, but in everything that comes with being a star.
The thing I love about her, she never says a word. And now, when I watch her, two things I like. She's playing much faster.
Yeah.
Much faster. She was playing too slow the first half of the season.
I think she was tired. I think she was banged up from the college season.
They didn't even give her the understanding, like, you girls been worded for the WNBA season. Y'all been working out on the no. She came straight out of college.
For Barkley, greatness goes beyond points and highlights. Caitlin Clark handles interviews, fan attention, and nonstop expectations with the calm of a veteran. That level of control is rare, especially for a player so early in her career. It is a balancing act Barkley understands well, and watching Clark manage it so smoothly has clearly made an impression on him. Caitlin Clark finds ways to succeed in every part of the game, on the court and away from it. Her work ethic and mindset put her under intense pressure from fans and organizations, yet she consistently rose above it. She absorbed physical play from opponents and responded by proving she could handle more than many expected. What stands out most is how quickly she has continued to grow throughout the season. Adjusting to the WNBA is not simple, especially coming from college, where the pace, spacing, and physical demands are completely different. The grind of the professional schedule wears on the body in ways most fans never see. That challenge has been even heavier for Caitlin Clark, as opposing teams have focused extra physical attention on her. The only way to survive that level of contact is serious preparation and strength, allowing her to take hits night after night across a long season. This part of her game surprised many who once viewed her as just a pure scorer, revealing a level of toughness that has reshaped how she is perceived across the league. Dominance in sports does not always come from size or raw power. Shaquille O'Neal, widely viewed as one of the most dominant players ever, never needed debate to define his legacy. What stands out now is his respect for players who dominate in completely different ways. Shaq has openly said that Steph Curry is his favorite player in today's NBA, a nod to skill over sheer force. Even with opposite builds and styles, Shaq respects greatness when he sees it. That same respect extends to Caitlin Clark, whom he praised while speaking on Angel Reese's podcast, Unapologetic Angel. Despite Angel Reese being one of Clark's toughest competitors, Shaq made it clear that talent recognizes talent, no matter the rivalry.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark, besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love. You know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud Abdul-Roh, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. And if you look at, like, if you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", he's 6'10". He look like a perfect, normally office guy. Yeah. He's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before.
Shaq pointed out how Caitlin controls games without overwhelming physical traits, drawing comparisons to Steph Curry's impact on basketball. Both players reshaped how defenses react and changed what fans expect from stars. According to Shaq, that kind of influence is what pushes an entire league forward and keeps audiences locked in. During the discussion, Shaq highlighted something that stood out above everything else. Caitlin Clark has already done things in the WNBA that no one else has managed to do. Even Angel Reese, despite their competitive history, has acknowledged that reality. At the same time, some comments from Angel appeared to downplay Clark's skill, framing it as simply being able to shoot deep shots near the logo. That framing misses the bigger picture. Pulling up from that range is not easy or casual. It takes serious preparation, confidence, and precision developed through endless repetition. That ability brings energy into arenas and forces defenses to stretch beyond their limits. It is not a gimmick. It is a real skill that reflects dedication and hours of work, and it deserves recognition as a legitimate part of Caitlin Clark's impact on the game. Shaquille O'Neal clearly understands that Caitlin Clark's deep shooting range plays a major role in pulling new eyes toward the WNBA. His comments also come across as a subtle response to Angel Reese, who has publicly pushed back on the idea that Clark alone is driving the league's surge in popularity. The conversation has added another layer to a rivalry that already has fans locked in. Angel Reese's inability to match Caitlin Clark's long-range shooting has only intensified the contrast between the two players. Shaq's praise reinforces his belief that Clark is a central figure in lifting the league's visibility and appeal. Their rivalry has become one of the main engines behind the WNBA's growing attention, giving fans a reason to tune in night after night. This moment mirrors the early days of the NBA. In the 1970s, the league struggled for national relevance, often failing to draw enough viewers for consistent television coverage. Everything shifted with the arrival of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Their iconic NCAA championship matchup sparked massive interest and helped basketball break into the mainstream again. A similar pattern is unfolding in women's basketball. Recent NCAA tournament viewership shattered records, triggering widespread media attention. At the center of that momentum stands the rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Their transition into the WNBA together has brought in waves of new fans, drawing clear comparisons to the NBA's explosion during the 1980s. Many have labeled Clark and Reese as the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird of the WNBA. That comparison has spread so widely that Magic Johnson himself addressed it, and he did not shy away from agreeing. He has openly stated that Caitlin Clark has the potential to become the greatest player in the league's history. Magic Johnson has supported the WNBA for years and currently owns the Los Angeles Sparks. He has long believed the league would eventually grow into a strong business and cultural force, much like the NBA.
Caitlin is the most popular WNBA player, but she's not the best at this time. Just like Larry and I were not the best when we entered the league. We became the best later on by our play. Caitlin still has to play great to become the best WNBA player.
That belief now looks increasingly accurate as attendance, media coverage, and financial momentum continue to rise. Magic has spoken about how rivalries fuel growth, pointing directly to Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. He compared their dynamic to his own battles with Larry Bird, emphasizing how competition can elevate an entire league. Financially, the signs are already there, and the benefits are starting to show. Style of play also matters. Magic and Bird changed how basketball was played, and Clark may do the same for the WNBA. Her skill level forces defenses to adjust and pushes other players to evolve. When Magic entered the NBA, he reshaped offenses with vision and basketball IQ, quickly becoming the standard for point guards. Caitlin Clark could spark a similar shift. Magic's praise carries weight, but the attention does not stop there. Another layer of respect came from Chris Paul, widely viewed as the model of a traditional point guard with elite playmaking instincts. Paul has drawn parallels between Clark's impact on WNBA defenses and his own early years in the NBA. Their connection grew through shared State Farm endorsements, where Paul publicly acknowledged Clark's Rookie of the Year campaign. Beyond the award, he also addressed the mental and emotional strain young stars face.
A few of the things that I learned coming from one Rookie of the Year to another, even though mine was 19 years ago, one of the biggest things after winning Rookie of the Year, because that's a big deal, first of all. That's a huge achievement and you should be proud. But going forward, I think the biggest thing I tried to focus on was getting stronger. I wanted to get stronger, I wanted to get faster, I wanted to be better on defense. But more than anything, I tell you, the biggest people that I leaned on was my family, my support.
Chris Paul's guidance showed genuine respect for Caitlin Clark's journey, emphasizing long-term growth rather than short-term hype. His support reflects how deeply established stars across basketball recognize her influence and want to see her succeed over the long haul. Chris Paul laid out a long list of accomplishments from Caitlin Clark's Rookie of the Year season, and the resume speaks for itself.
What you did this past season was crazy. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history, most assists by a rookie in WNBA history, 3-time Eastern Conference Player of the Week, 4-time WNBA Rookie of the Month. I could go on and on, so shout out to you, Caitlin. It's been amazing to watch you hoop day in and day out, and not just to see the behind the back going left threes from deep, but more so just to see the passion and the joy that you play with and to see the way that you make your teammates better. So I just want to say congratulations.
There is a lot in that first year alone that any player would be proud of. He even broke down specific moves she uses on the court, showing that his respect goes beyond surface-level praise. It comes across clear that Paul is a genuine fan of Clark's game, and given what she put together as a rookie, that reaction feels natural. After the constant wave of accolades and highlights from just one season, Caitlin Clark is already tracking alongside the most talked-about prospects the sport has ever seen. Names like LeBron James and Michael Jordan often dominate those conversations, but one legendary figure is sometimes overlooked. Julius Irving, known as Dr. J, may have been the most popular player to ever enter a new league. His dominance in the ABA made him a cultural icon before he even reached the NBA. When Dr. J arrived in the NBA, his celebrity status was unmatched at the time. He has also shared his perspective on Caitlin Clark, particularly during the period when she was left off the U.S. Women's Olympic team. Rather than fueling outrage, he offered reassurance to Clark and her supporters, framing the situation as part of a longer journey. This is what he said: "I think that she's probably going to be a part of the next 3 Olympic teams, and 3 would be plenty because there's risk associated with being a part of this particular Olympic team. So slow your roll a little bit. She's doing commercials, she's doing things that are making a difference in the game, and she's been tremendous. She'll make an even greater difference if she's allowed to let things happen when it's supposed to happen." Dr. J understands that a basketball career unfolds over many chapters. His own path followed that pattern, with twists, growth, and expansion beyond the court. His advice to Caitlin Clark centers on patience. She has already accomplished more in her first year than most players do in an entire career, and there is still plenty of runway ahead. He also hinted that her future impact may stretch beyond the WNBA and even beyond basketball itself. Julius Irving lived that reality, becoming a cultural figure and trendsetter during his playing days. That blend of greatness and celebrity has shown up in other eras as well. Vince Carter is a strong example from the modern game. Drafted by the Toronto Raptors in the late 1990s, Carter did more than improve a franchise. He helped create an entire basketball culture in the city. Vince Carter became a fan favorite with his high-flying style, earning the nickname Human Highlight Reel. His plays dominated sports media, and he became one of the most recognizable faces in the league. Today, Carter sees Caitlin Clark in a similar position, referring to her as the marquee player of the WNBA.
I know a lot of people have been hating on Caitlin. This is what happens to a rookie.
Yeah.
This is what happens to a rookie. This is what happens to the marquee player.
That level of visibility also brings criticism and constant pressure. Carter's own run as Toronto's top basketball icon came with plenty of challenges and internal struggles. He has acknowledged the rookie hazing Clark is dealing with now, noting that it happens to every newcomer, especially the ones with the brightest spotlight.
You got to earn your stripes, and remember this. I say this all the time. This is not I say this understanding NIL is what it is.
Right.
But when you go to the professional world and you're in competition against other professionals who are trying to feed their family.
Yeah, mortgage payments.
They'll give you the business.
What?
Every time.
I gotta feed my family.
Hey, they not about to let you look good. You're not about to look good.
Well, guess what? I need to make my name. I need to do my thing against you.
This is a professional league, and the stakes are higher than anything Clark faced in college. The pressure will only increase as coverage grows and games carry more weight. Every opponent wants to test her. The competition is deeper and more physical than anything she has seen before. Very few players successfully transition from dominating college basketball to controlling the professional game. Caitlin Clark is already proving she belongs in that group. Magic Johnson made a similar leap, and his transition is often referenced. Even so, Magic did not win Rookie of the Year, as he entered the league alongside his rival Larry Bird, who led one of the most dramatic franchise turnarounds in basketball history with the Boston Celtics. Much like Caitlin Clark, Larry Bird was an MVP-level force almost immediately after entering the professional game. From his first season, Bird made it clear he belonged among the elite, eventually stacking multiple MVP awards and NBA championships. The comparisons between Bird and Clark go deeper than surface-level success. It is about how quickly they took control of the game and how their presence reshaped everything around them. Both players changed how basketball was played in their eras. They stretched the floor in ways defenses were not ready for and punished traditional schemes with vision, timing, and precision. Their playmaking dismantled opponents who relied on outdated strategies. That dominance did not suddenly appear at the pro level either. It was already evident during their college careers, where both showed signs of something much bigger coming. Larry Bird's connection to Indiana adds another layer to the comparison. Born and raised in French Lick, Indiana, Bird built his early basketball reputation at Indiana State University. His ties to the state never faded. After his playing career, he returned as a coach and later served as the general manager of the Indiana Pacers, consistently representing Indiana basketball with pride. That pride still shows today. Bird remains deeply connected to the game and has taken a strong interest in watching Caitlin Clark play. He has followed her closely, even tuning into her Iowa college games as consistently as he once followed Indiana State.
Yeah, he had a great run, and it's fun to watch. I think I watched Indiana State and Iowa, Caitlin Clark play about the same last year.
That level of attention speaks volumes coming from someone as reserved as Bird. Caitlin Clark's talent is obvious to anyone who truly watches basketball. Indiana's deep-rooted love for the sport makes it fitting that another generational player now represents the state. Clark is building her legacy in a similar way to Bird, making an impact the moment she stepped into the professional league and setting a foundation that feels built to last. Bird has always respected greatness, and Clark has clearly earned that respect. Her competitiveness, work ethic, and feel for the game have captured attention across the basketball world. Even the most legendary figures from the NBA have openly acknowledged what she brings to the floor and how quickly she is influencing the WNBA. Her journey is still unfolding, but the admiration from these legends highlights how rare her trajectory is. Just as Magic Johnson and Larry Bird helped elevate the NBA into a global force, Caitlin Clark is positioned to push women's basketball into a new era. The similarities are real, and the path she is carving continues to widen with every season. Caitlin Clark's rise is no longer just a storyline. It is a shift happening in real time. When legends across multiple generations speak with this level of respect, it signals something bigger than hype. This is about impact, influence, and the rare ability to change how a sport is seen, played, and followed. Clark is not waiting for permission or approval. She is forcing the game to adjust to her presence. What makes this moment different is that the praise is coming from players who once carried the same weight on their shoulders. They recognize the pressure, the scrutiny, and the responsibility that comes with being the face of something bigger than yourself. Caitlin Clark is walking that path now, and she is doing it with composure, confidence, and undeniable skill. The WNBA is entering a new chapter, and Clark is at the center of it. Every rivalry, every spotlight game, every debate only adds to the momentum. This is how legends are built, not quietly, but under constant attention. If you want to stay ahead of the stories shaping the future of basketball, keep it locked to Courtside Leaks. The biggest moments never happen in silence, and this story is far from over. We've got every angle covered, every leak, every backstage twist, every moment they won't show you. Hit like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share this video. Stay locked in with Courtside Leaks, your home for the truth behind the WNBA headlines.